Good morning, pre-algebra. I'm going to run down the homework assignment from last night. So the first thing that we have to do is fill this in. We know that this is 61, so directly across from it, vertical angles means that 6 is 61. To figure out number 7, we know that together that has to equal 180. So you do 180 minus 61. We have to borrow. We get 119. And that tells me that 5 is 119, 7 is 119. Corresponding, so now we're looking at which ones are in the same position. So the same one that's in is 61 is angle 1, and 3 is the same as 6, so that's 61. Number 2 is in the same position as 5, which is 119, so 2 is also 119. 4 is in the same position as angle 7, which is 119. So we have that all figured out and filled out. Measure of angle 1 is 61. Measure of angle 2, 119. 3 is 61. 4 is 119. 5 is 119. 6 is 61. 7 is 119. And that should be it. Alright, let's go to the second part. Alright, so now let's look at how to decide which one of these boxed fit for each angle. So they're saying measure of angle 1. So if you look at the measure of angle 1, the location of it, it is in the exact same position as the given, right? So remember that when they're in the same position, we call that corresponding. So it corresponds with the given angle. Corresponding to the given angle is this one right here. So number 1 is corresponds to the given angle. Now let's take a look at angle 2. The measure, or angle 2, if we look at where angle 2 is, I notice that 2 and 5 are in corresponding positions, right? So the measure of angle 2 corresponds with angle 5. Let me change my colors here. So corresponding with number 5 is going to be number 2. And remember, corresponding means in the same position. Now let's look at angle 3. Angle 3, if we look at where angle 3 is, it is in the same position as angle 6. So we would say angle 3 corresponds with angle 6. Angle 3 corresponds with angle 6. Angle 4 is in the same position as 7. So angle 4 and 7 are corresponding. Angle 4 corresponds to angle 7. Alright, so now we have 5 and 7. And 5 and 7 are right next to our angle. And what that means is that with the angle and 5, that would equal 180 degrees. Or 61 plus the angle 7, that would also equal 180 degrees. So those are called supplementary to the given angle, because that angle plus 5 would be 180, or that angle plus 7 would be 180. The last one we have here is angle 6. And if we look at angle 6, it is directly across from the angle that's given. So remember, directly across means vertical, and so the last one is going to be vertical to the given angle because it's directly across from it. Alright, the second example is almost exactly like one that we did for our lesson today. We know that the given angle is 99 degrees. Directly across from it, vertical angle would make number 2 99 degrees. In corresponding position with the angle, right, in the same position of this is going to be 4. So 4 is going to be 99. And directly across, vertical, this number 6 is also going to be 99. Now we just have to figure out the other measurements. To find the other measurements, we know that these together have to equal 180. So we're going to minus 99. and that's going to give us, we're going to borrow, that's going to be 7, right? 17 minus 9 is 8, so we get 81. So all the rest of the angles are 81. So that's the first part. Let's look at the second part. Alright, so let's take a look at the first one, and it says 1 and 3. 1 and 3 are vertical angles, but I don't see that as an option. So what I'm assuming is they're saying it's right next to here, right? So if we look here, it is right next to it, which means 99 plus the angle 1 is going to be 180 degrees, which means it's supplementary. The other way to think about it is if you said number 3 and 99 is going to equal 180 degrees. So those are supplementary. That means that our first one, 1 and 3 are going to be supplementary to the given angle. So that's going to be the first one. Alright, angle 2. If we look at angle 2, it's directly across from the given angle. That's got to be vertical to the given angle. And I don't, oh there it is, vertical to the given angle. So that's going to be angle 2. Angle 4, if we look at angle 4 is in the same position, right? So we call that corresponding. So do we have corresponding to the given angle? We do have corresponding to the given angle. Number 5. Number 5 does not have a relationship to the angle, so I'm going to look for something else. 5 corresponds to angle 1. It's in the same position, right? You see this? Right, it's on the right-hand side of the x. So 5 and 1 are corresponding. So we got corresponding to angle 1. Now we have angle 6 is going to be corresponding to which one? Which one is angle 6 in the same position as? Angle 6, the bottom of the x, corresponds to angle 2. And we got one left here, angle 7. Angle 7 is in the same position as angle 3, corresponding. Oops. Alright, there we go. Alright guys, so here we've got parallel lines and a line that crosses, and that box indicates that this is 90 degrees. If we needed to find out what the other side is, you would do 180 minus 90. 180 minus 90 is 90. So that tells you every single angle is 90 degrees. They're all going to be 90 degrees, right? So that should be pretty easy to fill in for you guys. Let's look at the second part, which is going to be a little bit harder. Alright, so measure of angle 1 and angle 3. Do you see how they're right next? They're right next to the given angle, right? And so that means that this angle plus this angle is going to equal 180 degrees. We call that supplementary. So we've got supplementary to the given angle is the first one. Supplementary to the given angle. Angle 2. If we look at angle 2, it's a vertical angle. It's directly across from the given angle. So vertical to the given angle is the second one. Angle 4. Angle 4 is in the corresponding position, right? It's in the same position. See how it's this top left corner of the x? Top left corner of the x would give you 4. So, corresponding to the given angle is that one. And now we've got angle 5. Angle 5 does not have a direct relationship there, so I'm going to look and see which one is in the same position as angle 5. So corresponding to 5 is angle 1. So corresponding to 1, angle 5 is. Angle 6, which one corresponds to angle 6 in the same position, this lower right hand of the x, is going to be angle 2. So angle 6 corresponds with angle 2. And then the last one, angle 7, corresponding, which one's in the same position as 7? Lower left-hand corner, 7 and 3. Alright, guys. Let's go on to the spicy ones. Alright, this says measure of angle 1 is 124 degrees. So 124 is angle 1. That means 6 is 124. That means 3 is 124. And that means 8 is 124. To figure out what, let's say, 5 is, you would do 180 minus 124. So I subtract those. I'm going to borrow. It's going to give me 6 and 5. So I get 56 for all the other angles. Let me go green. So I'd have 56 here, 56 for 2, 56 for 4, and 56 for 7. So now let's answer the question. Then the measure of angle 4 is 56 degrees. So that rules out the last two. Now it says 56 degrees. 1 and 8 are corresponding angles. 1 and 8 are corresponding. Yep. And 8 and 4 are supplementary. So they're right next to each other. They would equal 180 degrees. I believe this is our correct answer. Let's just rule out the second one. 1 and 6 are vertical angles. Yes, they are across from each other. And 6 and 4 are alternate exterior angles. No, it is not that one. One's on the inside, one's on the outside, so it can't be. Alright, so I'm going to blow this up a little bit more. It says the measure of angle 2 is 48 degrees. So 2, I have 48. That means directly across from it is 48. Corresponding position. The angle that corresponds to 2 is 7. It's in the same position, so this one is also 48. Directly across, 4 is also going to be 48. Now we have to figure out the other angle measurement. So we would go 180 minus 48. I'm going to borrow there. It's going to give me 2, 3, and 1. So I got 132. Directly across is 132. Number 3 is 132. Number 8 is 132. So now let's look at our questions. Our question is, the measure of angle 3 is going to be 100. Measure of angle 3 is 132. That means that it's not the first one or the second one. And now let's go through and figure out which one is the correct 132. It says 2 and 6 are supplementary. That's true. They're right next to each other. They would give you 180 degrees. And 6 and 3 are alternate interior angles. One is on the inside, one is on the outside. They are not alternate interiors. 132, let's check the rest of it. 2 and 4 are alternate interior, alternate side of the transversal, and both inside the parallel lines. And 4 and 3, let's see, 4 and 3 are next to each other. That's going to make them supplementary. The correct answer is the last one. Alright, so we've got the measure of angle 4 is 55 degrees. So 4 is 55, and that means directly across is going to be 55. In the same position as angle 7 is angle 2, corresponding. And directly across, vertical, number 5 is going to be 55 also. Now to figure in the rest of them, we have to do 180 minus 55. So we're going to borrow here. That's going to be 7 and 10 take away 5 is 5, and 7 take away 5 is 2, and so I get 125. That means that 6 is 125. That means that 1 is 125. Vertical angles, the same position as 6 is 3, which is going to be 125, and vertical angles means that 8 is going to be 125. So now let's answer the question. Then the measure of angle 2 is 55 degrees. That means that we can get rid of these guys. 4 and 2 are alternate interior angles, and they are alternate interiors. They're on opposite sides of the transversal, and they are interior. 4 and 2 are corresponding. They're not in the same position. So there is your answer. Last one, we've got angle 6 is 120. So if 6 is 120, directly across vertical angles would mean that 1 is 120. Corresponding to angle 6 is 3, so that's 120. And vertical angles again means that one is 120. Now, to figure out what angle 5 is, you would do 180 minus 120. That's going to give you 60 degrees. So 5 is 60 degrees. Let me use a different color. 5 is 60 degrees. That means 2 is 60 degrees, and 4 is 60 degrees, and 7 is 60 degrees. Now let's answer the question. So the question is, find the measure of angle 8. Angle 8 is going to be 120 degrees. That means that it's not the first one nor the second one. It says angle 6 and angle 8 are alternate exteriors. So they are alternating sides of the transversal, and they are on the outside of the parallel lines. That means that this one is the correct answer. And we can rule out the last one because it says 6 and 8 are alternate interior, and they are not inside the parallel lines. So there is your correct answer. All right, guys, we'll be spending more time with these names: alternate interior, alternate exterior, same side interior, all of those in the lesson today. Good luck, and we'll talk to you real soon, guys.